Good morning, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another edition of Inside Pitch. It is Saturday today, and before I get to some college football, I thought I'd go ahead and do our next edition of our 1985 One and Gone. We are at Comiskey Park. This is game number 2. It's the number 24 San Francisco Giants, who were 62 and 100 that year. They will take on the number 9 Chicago White Sox, who were 85 and 77. Mike Krukow versus Tom Seaver. I really think between two teams that pretty much, if you think the Giants are probably just going to roll over in this game, I don't think so. They were 62 and 100 that year, but looking over the lineup and the pitching, this Giants team really isn't that terrible, but they were ranked. They get the 24th seed in this tournament. So they get to play the White Sox here in game number 2. So hopefully we'll have a good matchup. We already had a good start to the tournament as the Chicago Cubs moved on from the north side and go ahead and take out the Oakland Athletics in game number 1. So now we'll see if their boys from the south side can make it as well. So this should be fun here at Comiskey Park. Comiskey Park adds 3 to strikeouts and 1 to walks. Let's get to action, shall we? Starting pitcher for the 1985 Chicago White Sox will be Tom Seaver. Yes, he actually was the best pitcher on that team that year. 16 and 11, a 3.17 ERA. He does get the start for this game. So here we go. Of course, we're at the American League ballpark. DH rules are in effect. And leading off for the Giants will be the right fielder, Dan Gladden. He will start first here. We are all set and ready to go. Fans here at Comiskey want to see if the White Sox can move on to the second round. Let's play some ball. Seaver's first pitch is a 4-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 3 will get Gladden. Gladden goes down easily with the first play there. Next up, second baseman Manny Trio. He gets the call. Seaver's pitch 6-2. That's a strikeout chance. The 13 will be too high. 4-2 by Trio. That's a ground out to second base. 2 outs. Next up is center fielder Chili Davis. I put the lineups together with the help of Baseball Reference, but I always take the players the most at bats, and I will put them in the best available position in terms of range and error. Seaver's pitch 1-6. That is a blank. Davis 3-4. That is a star line 5. That will be a fly out to center, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Giants. The last time we had Tom Seaver pitch an inside pitch in this 8 game, we tried to do his 300th win, and that game was a little bit wacky. And that was an inside pitch season. So, for those of you who don't know how that game turned out, please check to Inside Pitch Seasons and check out Tom Seaver going for his number 300th win. But today, it is different. Philip Reynolds joins me here at Comiskey Park. Starting pitcher for the 1985 San Francisco Giants will be Mike Krukow. He was 8-11 with a 3.38 ERA. I always felt Krukow was actually an underrated pitcher. In my opinion, he didn't stink. Mike Krukow did not stink. Leading off for the White Sox, left fielder Rudy Law here in the bottom of the first. Krukow's pitch 4-4. That is a range play. Rudy Law, 3-3. That's a line drive hit to first, and that ball is hit to David Green. His range is a 2. Does he make the play? It is a 1. Yes, he does. He spears it. Great play by Green. And that is a line out to first base, 1 down. Here is Scott Fletcher. He is at third base for this game. As Philip Reynolds says, go Reds, but of course his Reds aren't playing. Krukow's pitch, 5-6. That's a strikeout chance. The 7 will be good enough. Fletcher will go down for the second out. And next batter will be right fielder Harold Baines. Hall of Famer. Meh. I really don't think so. Krukow's pitch, 6-5. That's a range play again. Baines, 3-3. That's a star line 4. That's a ground ball to second base. Trio's range is a 3. He will not make the play that will get past him, and Baines will have a base. Will have be safe at first on a single. Tough play for Manny Trio. Couldn't get to it, and that will now bring up first baseman Greg Walker with 2 outs. Infield is normal. Runner at first base. The Giants will keep the infield where it's at. Anything on a strat roll, a 3, nothing happening. Krukow's pitch, 6-4. That's a strikeout chance. The 10 will get Walker. And that is Krukow's second strikeout of the game. 1 hit for the White Sox, but that is all they get. No score at the end of 1. Remember, your Reds play tonight there, Philip, in Payoff Pitch 85. So your Cincinnati Reds play the Cardinals in tonight's game, which I'll probably play after college football. When do your Reds play here? Cincinnati, actually, your Red, and now in Inside Pitch 1985, this tournament, they are the next game. That will be the next game, actually, for Inside Pitch will be tomorrow. Cleveland Indians taking on the Cincinnati Reds. That will be tomorrow's game on Inside Pitch, game number 3. Indians at the Reds. So join me for that. So we have a game tomorrow. So you have a game tonight with your Reds and a game tomorrow morning. Jeff Leonard will lead off for the Giants. He is the designated hitter. Pitch from Tom Terrific, 1-6 is a blank. Leonard swings 3-6, star line 6. He flies out to right. And that is out number 1. Here's the third baseman, Chris Brown. Seaver, 6-3, again a blank. Brown takes a swing, 2-5. That's a ground ball hit to shortstop. Easy play there made by Ozzie Guillen for out number 2. Here's the left fielder, Joel Youngblood. He is in left field with the DH. Normally Jeff Leonard's in left field, but because of the designated hitter, I can use Joel Youngblood in left since he actually had the next at-bats range. What chart are you using in order to determine strat roll outcomes? The main chart. The chart that comes with the game. I didn't make any change to the strat roll. Remember, strat roll is a suggestion. It is not hard and fast. Seaver's pitch, 2-5, strikeout chance, 13 against a righty, will not get him. Youngblood will swing, 2-2, and he grounds out to first. And another 1-2-3 inning for the franchise. Seaver looking pretty good so far. Keith White joins me now here at Comiskey Park. Bottom of the second. Leading off for the White Sox will be the catcher, Carlton Fisk. Krukow with the pitch, 5-5, wild pitch, ball 1. 6-5, range play. Fisk will hit it. 4-4, that's a single pot to third base. So the ball is hit to Brown. His range is a 4. Does he take a single away? It is a 1. Yes, he does. Nice play by Chris Brown. He'll take it. Throws to first to get out number 1. So he takes away a single. And that's just a ground out to third base. Here's the White Sox designated hitter, Ron Kittle. Krukow with the pitch, 4-6. That's a walk chance, and that 12 is going to be too high. Kittle will take a swing, 1-5. He flies out to center. And now center fielder Luis Salazar. He is in center for this game. Get an offline red, white, and blue racing. I think Giants games will quite. Yeah, right. Exactly. He does. Krukow with the pitch, 1-4, strikeout chance. That 10 is going to get him. Salazar, a right-handed pitcher of 10, But you add 3 to Comiskey Park, which makes it a 13. That's a 12. And down goes Salazar. So Krukow and Seaver are matching up pretty well after 2 innings, as I figured they would. Mike Krukow did not suck. At the end of 2, still no score. Top of the 3rd, coming up for the G-men will be first baseman David Green. Seaver's pitch from the franchise, 2-2, a range play for Green. Green takes a swing, 5-5. That's a ground ball to second. Manny Trio's range is a 3. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. Nice stop by Trio. He will throw to first to get the out. So that is just a ground out to second. The catcher, Bob Brenly, will come up to bat. Seaver's pitch, 6-6. Against a righty, that is a blank. Brenly takes a swing, 5-6. Starline 5, a fly out to center. And shortstop Jose Uribe comes up for the Giants. Seaver, 1-2. That's a home run check, but that's 16. Straight home run check, but that 16 is way too high for Uribe. So it is a blank. Uribe swings 2-4, and he just grounds it to short. And another 1-2-3 inning for the franchise. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd with still no score. Tim Hewlett will lead off for the White Sox here in the bottom of the 3rd. He's at third base for this game. Krukow with the pitch, 1-2. That's a home run check himself. That's going to pass. A home run check against a righty, 1-8. That is a 7. That passes. Tim Hewlett has a home run rating of 4. Homer number 4 against righties. So we re-roll the D20. A 1-4. This ball's out of here. It is a 1. Tim Hewlett gets one high. He hits one deep, and he hits it gone. Tim Hewlett, he gets a home run. And the White Sox jump out in front, 1-0. Second time in a row in this tournament where a batter with a low home run rating gets the roll enough to hit the home run. Dennis Eckersley did it yesterday as a pitcher for the Cubs, and now today Tim Hewlett with a 4, and he gets a 1, and he gets it 1-0 White Sox. Here's the shortstop Ozzie Guillen as stadium cheers. Yay! Pitch to Guillen. 4-3 from Krukow. That is a blank. He is not tired. Guillen swings 1-5. Starline 3. He hits a fly ball to right. And that's the first out. Here's Rudy Law. Law 0 for 1. Krukow with the pitch. 3-4. Strikeout chance. 19 too high. 1-4 for Law. That's a Starline 3. That'll be a fly out to right. And that is the second out. And now Scott Fletcher. Fletcher struck out his last time up. That's a 5. Actually, I'll keep the light on. 5-1. That against the righty. That is an automatic out. Starline. It will be a ground out to short. And that will do it. 1 run for the White Sox on a solo jack by Tim Hewlett. At the end of 3, the Pale Hose have a 1-0 lead over the G-Men. Top of the 4th coming up. And as well as the top of the San Francisco lineup. Here's Gladden. Tom Terrific will make the pitch. And that is a 1-6. That is a blank. Gladden, 1-1. Single past third base. That's the first hit of the game for the Giants, as they finally get a hit off of Seaver, as he pitched a no-hitter for the first three. Gladden will trot down to first. Here is Manny Trio. Infield halfway. See what Strat says. Strat says a 4. Gladden's a 7. He's got a 14 stolen bases rating. Nothing from Seaver. The catcher for the White Sox is Fisk, a -1. A 1-13 for Gladden to steal. 1-13. Trio at bat. I'm going to send Gladden. 1-13, he steals second base. It is a 14. He is thrown out by Fisk. Whoa. Pretty much took the chance because Manny Trio only a 224 hitter. So Gladden is thrown out at second by Pudge. Nails him, and that's 1 out. And now Trio will bat with the bases empty. Seaver's pitch, 5-3. That's a strikeout chance. The 2 will get him. And Trio will go down on strikes for out number 2. As they say, the Giants' offense was dreadful. Yeah, it was. But this team still had decent pitching. Here's Chili Davis. 2 outs now. Seaver, 5-5. Strikeout chance. The 2 will get Davis. Seaver gets another strikeout. And that is strikeout number 3 for Seaver, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pale Hose leading the G-Men 1-0. Krukow comes out to pitch. Here is Harold Baines. Baines is 1 for 1. Got a single last time up. 6-1 against the lefty. That's a blank. Baines will swing 6-5 against a right-hander. That's going to be a leadoff double hit into center field. Davis will throw the ball in, but Baines is safe at second. And that is Baines' second hit of the game. And now a big run at second base for the White Sox. It will bring up Greg Walker. Infield is normal. We'll roll a strat to see if anything going on. A 9-0. Krukow will pitch. That's a 2-6. That's a strikeout chance. The 18 is too high. Walker takes a swing, 4-1. Starline 1. That is a ground ball to short. Baines' base running rating is, let's see here, base running rating has to beat the roll. So we roll a D. So Baines' base running rating is a 2. The only way he gets the third is if this die is a 1. And it is. Okay. So Baines gets the third base, but the throw does go to first, and Walker is out, as Baines does beat the throw. But that is a ground out to short. 1 out. Next batter is Carlton Fisk, runner on third. Forever Remain 90 joins me here at Comiskey Park as I play his White Sox. Baines on at third, not much of a, and with 1 out, the Giants are going to call the infield in. They don't want Baines to score. So the infield is in. Pitch from Krukow. That's a 5-5. That's a wild pitch possibility. That's a 14. It is too high. That's going to be ball 1. Oh, Krukow just missed a wild pitch, but he has to pitch again. That's a 3-1 this time. That is a walk chance. That 18 will be too high. Fisk gets to swing 3-1, and that is going to be a Starline 5. That is a ground ball to third. That's a ground ball to third. Harold Baines' base running rating is a 0 because of the infield in. There is no way he can score, so he will stay at third. So the throw will automatically go to first for out number 2. As the ball is hit to short, they look Baines back, and the throw goes to first base for out number 2. Infield will go back to normal. Now Ron Kittle will bat with a runner on third. So the Giants trying to get out of this little jam. There's a good play made by infield. Did a good job there. Pitch from Krukow, 5-6. That's a strikeout chance. The 16 will get him. Ron Kittle's run rating against a righty, it's a 13. But with a +3 from Comiskey Park, it's a 16. That's a 16. He strikes out Kittle, and he gets out of it. So no runs, a hit though for the White Sox. It's still 1-0 as the White Sox miss a good opportunity. And trust me, here in our one and gone tournaments, we've had a lot of upsets. This would be an upset if the Giants do beat the White Sox in this game. Top of the 5th, Giant DH Jeff Leonard will bat. Pitch from the franchise, 6-2. That's a strikeout chance. The 4 will get Leonard, and that is strikeout number 4 and the 3rd straight strikeout by Seaver. And now Chris Brown. Seaver's pitch, 4-6. That's a range play at the ballpark. Comiskey Park, 5-1. That is a single plus hit into center field. The ball is hit to Salazar. His range is a 1. Can he make the play? A 2. No, he cannot. So it's going to be a single plus. Brown's base running rating is a 2. And center fielder for Salazar has no arm. So a 1-2. Brown will make the second. 3, 4, 5. He holds 6. He's thrown out. It's a 1. Brown does make second base on it. So that is a single and an extra base is how I mark it. I don't call it a double, even though it did make it to second. So the tying run on second base for the G-Men. Do I like the White Sox uniforms that time or the current ones? I always loved the 80s uniforms. The 80s uniforms were the best. 80s uniforms were the best. I love the Astros. I love the Astros rainbow uniforms. I love the powder blues that the Phillies and the Cardinals wore. I like the Met. I always liked the Met jerseys from that time. The Mets had the best. Mets had my favorite jerseys with the racing stripes on the arms. They had the best. I always wish they should go right. They should go back to that jersey. 80s uniforms were the best, and they weren't buttoned down really. They were pullovers. There were pullovers actually at the time in the early 80s. There were pullovers, and some were buttoned down, and some were pullovers. The White Sox had pullover uniforms. They were not buttoned down with that big socks across the chest. Here's Joe Youngblood with 1 out, a runner on second. Infield will be normal. I will roll for a strat. That's a 3. That would be a possible hit and run, but you don't hit and run with a runner on second, so that will be nullified. Seaver will pitch. That's a 5-4 against a righty. That's a blank. Youngblood takes a swing, 5-6. Starline 2, he grounds 1 to third. Brown's base running rating is a 2, and the only chance he can make it to third is if it's a 6, and it is. Dang. Okay, so Brown makes it to third base, but the throw goes to first for the out. So that is a ground out to third, but yet only advance on a 6 roll, and that's what he gets. So Brown goes to third, although he really didn't have to, but there's 2 outs. And now a chance for David Green. How can dislike the black and white unis with the socks on chest? Well, like I said, I love the White Sox uniforms. 80s Astros, one of the best of all time. They were the best uniforms in history, in my opinion. Those rainbow striped uniforms. Best uniforms in history. In baseball history. You gotta love them. The only team to do a uniform like that. Brown is on third. Let's see if there's a strat roll coming up. And that is a 14. Nothing happening. So Seaver with 2 outs. 6-2. That's a strikeout chance. And the 13 will be too high. Green avoids the strikeout. It's a 1-5, and that will be a fly out to right. And Seaver will get out of a little jam. So no runs and a hit for the Giants. It's still 1-0 White Sox. 80s uniforms were the best, and I really wish the Mets would go back to the racing stripe uniforms that they wore in the 80s. My favorite Mets uniform with the racing stripes. I think it gave the Mets a little bit more character. Having the Mets in just pinstripes makes them look too much with the pinstripes now, which is, with Mets across the chest. I mean, I still love my Mets uniforms, but it just looks too much like the Yankees. The racing stripes differed. The racing stripe uniforms down the pants and down the shoulders kind of made the Mets a little different from the Yankee uniforms. That's all. And yes, I also like the Blue Jays looks as well. Where are we? Bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the White Sox will be Luis Salazar. Pitch from Krukow, 2-3. Wild pitch, ball 1. 1-4, do it again. Strikeout chance, 17 too high. Salazar takes a swing, 3-1. That's a base hit into right field. That will be a single. Salazar gets his first hit of the game. That will bring up Tim Hewlett. Hewlett hit a home run earlier in the game. The reason why the White Sox are up 1-0 here. Anything on a strat? That is a 17. Hewlett, nothing happening. Infield is halfway. Krukow's pitch, 6-2. Strikeout chance, the 18 is too high. Hewlett will swing 5-1 against a righty. That's a double to center field. Hewlett takes one from Krukow and smacks it into center for a double. Salazar's base running rating is a 4, plus 1 is added to get to home was a 5. Center fielder for Davis is a -1. So with the 4, so a 1-4, Salazar will score. On the black die, he does. Salazar does come in to score on a big double. Tim Hewlett's base running rating is a 3. That 4 is too high. So Hewlett will stay at second with the double. And it's 2-0 White Sox. Tim Hewlett, 2 for 2, a home run and a double, puts the White Sox up now 2-0 as Krukow having issues with Hewlett. The batter is Ozzie Guillen. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Infield no goes back to normal. Yeah, I agree. I prefer the Phillies looks of the 80s. I prefer the 80s P of the Phillies. I really do. I prefer that P than the one they're using now. And I loved the burgundy version. The burgundy red and blue always look great. The burgundy red always look good on the powder blue. And I prefer the Cardinal uniforms, the powder blue Cardinal uniforms as well for their away uniforms. NFL uniforms are much better in the 80s too. Oh, yes. Many there are dreadful. Yep. And the most dreadful uniform, unfortunately, belongs to my Dolphins. I hate the new logo. I hate the logo. Needs to go back to this one. Needs to go back to this logo. Or at the very least, the throwback logo of the 80s. I hate the new Dolphins logo. I love my team. I hate the logo. It just looks so weak. This logo right there, that is a Dolphins logo. I never liked the new one. Runner on second, Ozzie Guillen will bat. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 5th. Anything on strat roll? That is an 11, nothing. Krukow will pitch 3-4. That's a strikeout chance. The 5 will get Guillen. Guillen will go down on strikes. That's out number 1. Here's Rudy Law. Law is 0 for 2. Strat roll says a 10, nothing. Krukow with the pitch, 2-6. That's a strikeout chance. That 2 will get Law. So he strikes out Law. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the 5th strikeout for Krukow. He did have 150 of them in 85. Now with 2 outs, Scott Fletcher comes up. Still roll a strat. And that is a 9, nothing. Krukow with the pitch, 1-1. Possible error on a grounder. Fletcher, 2-3. That's a star line 1. That is a ground ball to short. So the ball is hit to Uribe. His error rating is a 9. That is a 5. Uribe is going to boot that ball. Throw to first. It will not be in time. The runners will advance only one base. That is an E6. And it keeps the inning alive. First error on the Giants. And not what you wanted to see, because now Harold Baines gets a chance to hit with runners on base. Sometimes the Dolphins unis are orange, not teal. I have no problem. I like the orange uniforms. I have no issue with the Dolphins' orange uniforms. And there was a Navy uniform they were supposed to wear, but they didn't wear it. It is available, though, in a shop, which I have. They never wore the Navy jersey, which is too bad. 2 outs, runners at first and third. I'll roll a strat, see if anything happening. A 6, nothing. So here's Harold Baines, a chance to put the White Sox a little bit higher. Krukow with the pitch. That's a 6-2. That's a strikeout chance, and that 12 will get Baines. Right-handed pitcher 9 plus 3 is 12. That's a 12, and Baines gets help from Comiskey Park, but not the help he wanted. 1 run for the White Sox, 2 hits, and 1 error. At the end of 5, the Pale Hose lead the G-Men now 2-0. Top of the 6th coming up. Let's see. Bob Brenly will bat for the Giants. He's 0 for 1. Seaver pitching very well. Now he has a 2-run lead to work with. Seaver's pitch 1-3 against a righty. That's a blank. Brenly will swing 2-2, flies out the left. And that is out number 1. Uribe comes up. Seaver's pitch 2-4. That's a blank. Uribe 4-4. That's going to be a base hit past third base. It'll be a single. Uribe gets a 1-out base hit. He will hold at first base. He's got some pretty decent speed there if he gets an attempt to steal second. Top of the order for the Giants. Here's Gladden, infield halfway. Roll for strat. See if anything happening. That is a 3. And that is a possible hit and run. Let's see. Gladden 8. Strikeout rating plus 3 is an 11. Down by 2 runs. 1 out. No. Gladden will hit away normally. There's no need to try a hit and run here. Gladden needs to hit. 1 out. Seaver's pitch. That is a 6-1. That is a blank. He's not tired. Gladden will bat 3-2. And that's a good thing he did. That's a single into right field. Uribe's base running rating is a 4. You add 2 to a ball hit to right, which makes 6. The right fielder is Baines is -1. A 1-5 Uribe will make it to third, and he does. And Gladden is safe at first. That's Gladden's second hit of the game. And now the Giants are in business with runners at the corners and 1 out. And the batter is Manny Trio. Trio is 0 for 2. Yeah, they had a good infield. The Giants had good fielders. They actually did. They had good fielders. So let's see here. Uribe on at third, Gladden on at first, Trio the batter. Giants are White Sox are gonna play the infield halfway, play for the double play. See if anything on strat though. That is a 10, nothing happening. So Seaver in a bit of a jam. 1 out, top of the 6th. Seaver's pitch, 2-4. That is a blank. Trio gets to swing. 4-5. That is a star line 4, and that is a ground ball. That is a ground ball to the first base. Uribe is coming home. Giants are going to try for the double. White Sox are going to try for the double play. Trio double play rating is 2. Nothing from Seaver. +1 is a 3. The shortstop is pivot, Uribe, and shortstop is pivot is Guillen. He has no rating extra. A 1-3, they will turn 2. And they do. Ground ball to first base. Throws to shortstop for 1. Back to first for 2. Double play. The White Sox get out of the jam. 3-6-3 double play. No runs. 2 hits. But that is all the Giants can get. As the Giants miss an opportunity on a big 3-6-3 double play. And it remains 2-0 in favor of the White Sox. '70 A's and Pirates in large number of uniforms. Yeah, back in the day, pretty much. Really, the A's were pretty much. If you really want to, the Oakland A's pretty much invented the alternate uniform. They pretty much invented it. I mean, there weren't that many teams that had alternate uniforms back in the 60s and back in the day. All right, because right now we always have alternate uniforms, and of course that's just a way to make money for people to buy uniforms. For fans to buy jerseys and that kind of thing. So it's just a money maker. But pretty much the A's invented the alternate jersey. Bottom of the 6th inning, Krukow, 28 batters. He's still pretty strong. Seaver's doing well, too. Krukow will pitch. Greg Walker will lead off for the White Sox here in the bottom of inning number 6. Krukow's pitch. 1-6, strikeout chance. 7 will get Walker. And that is strikeout. That's strikeout number 7 for Krukow. I'd say he was a hard thrower. Krukow was a hard thrower. Here's Carlton Fisk. Fisk is grounded out twice. Krukow's pitch 1-6, another strikeout chance. This time that 18 is too high. Fisk will take a swing 6-1, and against a right-handed pitcher, that is a fly out to left. So out number 2, here is the DH, Ron Kittle. He's 0 for 2. Krukow, 4-4, range play. Ron Kittle, 3-3. That's a fly ball to left field. And that is on the way to Youngblood. His range is a 4. He will make the play. Nice diving stop there by Youngblood and makes the catch. And that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Pale Hose. Still 2-0 in favor of the Sox. Yeah, I like the Padres uniforms, too, from the 80s as well. I actually did like the Padres uniforms, absolutely. It's nice that the Padres actually went back to that color scheme, too, now. They went back to that color scheme. I'm actually happy they did. I hated that navy blue and white color scheme. That was just awful. That was awful. Top of the 7th. The franchise will pitch to Chili Davis. He leads off here. Seaver, very strong. He's gotten some help, too, from his defense. Seaver's pitch, 6-4. That is a range play. Davis will take a swing. That's a 4-1. That is a ground ball to second base. That is hit to Fletcher. I'm sorry, where's that ball hit to? That ball's hit to Hewlett. I'm sorry. Hewlett's at second base. 3-3. My bad. I had the wrong thing on there. Hewlett's at second base. As Fletcher's at third. The ball is hit to Hewlett. His range is a 3. He's not going to make it. He'll get past him, so that's going to be a base hit. So Davis is going to be safe at first on a hit as it gets by Hewlett. And once again, the Giants get the leadoff man on. Infield halfway. Next batter is Jeff Leonard, the DH. The Reds did do pinstripes. At least I thought they had a pinstripe jersey. Remember the Reds did have a pinstripe jersey. A pinstripe jersey with a black red with the C in red and in a black. Let's see, a red C on a black background. They did have pinstripes. The Reds did at one point. They did have pinstripes. Check your. They did. They did do pinstripes for a short time. There is a Reds pinstripe uniform out there. I've seen it. Let's see, infield halfway, see if there's any strat roll, and that is a 20. Seaver throws to first to get Davis. He got him. He got him a pickoff chance of 1 or 2, and it's a 2, and he picks Davis off. Wow. 1 out. Seaver with that move to first gets Davis. And Jeff Leonard now will bat with the bases empty. Infield goes back to normal. Seaver's pitch, 2-3. Home run with a question mark. That's going to be too high against the right-handed batter is a 1-10. That's a 19, so that's going to be too high. Leonard does get to swing. 4-3. That's a star line 4, and that's going to be a ground out to first. Two men down for Brown. Seaver pitching to Brown now with 2 outs. Seaver's pitch, 5-4. Against the righty, that is a blank. Brown takes a swing, 2-4. Fly ball center field. That'll be put away by Salazar. And that ends the inning. No runs, a hit for the White Sox. But Tom Seaver picks off Chili Davis at first base. 7th inning stretch, 2-0 White Sox. Bottom half of inning number 7. Here's Luis Salazar. Krukow still has something left in his tank. He'll continue to pitch. Pitch from Krukow. That is a 2-5. That's a blank. Salazar, 6-6. Single past third. That's going to be a base hit. Salazar will get to first. That's the second hit by Salazar. And now here's Tim Hewlett, second base. Tim Hewlett is 2 for 2, a home run and a double. The infield goes halfway. Let's see if there's any strat. That's a 2. Salazar has a very good chance to steal a 16. Krukow plus 2 gives him an 18. And Brenly has no adjustment. A 1-18 for Salazar to steal second. Sure. Throws. Safe. Salazar will steal second base without a problem. Stolen base for Salazar. And now Hewlett will hit with a man on second. And will roll strat again. See if anything happens. That is a 16. Nothing happened this time. Infield goes back to normal. Takes away the double play, so now Krukow will pitch. That is a 5-2 for Krukow. Strikeout chance. The 14 does get Hewlett. 12 plus 3 is 15, a 14. Hewlett goes down on strikes. Out number 1. Why did the Brewers ever let the ball glove logo be shelved? I don't know why they did that, but that's the best logo for the Brewers. That is the Brewers logo. The MB, I'm so happy they brought that back now as their main logo for the Brewers. That if you're a Brewers fan, you got to be happy that logo is back. I have no problem with the Brewers colors. Brewers colors are fine, but I'm very happy they brought the MB logo, the glove logo back. That's one of the best logos also in history. One of the best logos you can find. Salazar on at second, 1 out. See if there's a strat roll. 18, Guillen could bunt, but with Salazar on second base, a base running rating of 4, which means a single will probably score him. You don't need to bunt. So the bunt is taken off. Krukow will pitch. That's a 4-4 from Krukow. That is a range play. Guillen takes a swing, 3-5. And against a righty, that is a double hit to center field, but it becomes a possible double. The ball is hit to Chili Davis. His range is a 5. His range is a 5. So 1-5, this double turns into an out. And it is. Ozzie Guillen smacks a possible double to center, but Chili Davis runs it down, and now that becomes a fly out to center field. Salazar's base running rating is a 4. And to subtract 3 from the base running rating. So only on a 1, Salazar will go to third, and he doesn't. He will hold at second. But there are now 2 outs. Ooh. Guillen had a double that would have scored Salazar, but Chili Davis takes it away. Fly out to center. Now a chance for Rudy Law with 2 outs. Brandon Baker joins us here at Comiskey Park for some baseball. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. White Sox leading the Giants 2-0 in Game 2 of my 1985 one-and-gone tournament. Anything on a strat, that is a 2. Salazar, no need to steal, so I'll call that off. So Law will go ahead and hit. 2 outs. Krukow with the pitch. 5-2. Strikeout chance. 17 too high. Law gets the swing. 5-2 himself. Starline 2. He flies out to center. And that ends the inning. A leadoff single and a stolen base for Salazar does not merit anything for the White Sox. It is still 2-0 in favor of the Pale Hose. Top of the 8th, Tom Seaver still has a lot left in the tank, so he's going to pitch this inning as well. He's pitching a shutout. Joel Youngblood will bat for the Giants in the top of the 8th. He's 0 for 2. Seaver with the pitch, 3-5. That's a possible hit by pitch. A 3 plus 8 is an 11, but that's a 14. So Youngblood jumps out the way, takes a swing, fires 1-1, and it's a ground ball to first. And that's a first out. Next up is David Green. Green is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Seaver. That's a 3-3. That is a walk chance. The 11 will be too high. Comiskey Park only adds 1 to the walks, so Green would have been a 10-9 instead. So Green does get the swing. That is a 5-3, and that's a ground out to shortstop. Guillen puts that away, 2 down. Here's Bob Brenly. Brenly 0 for 2. Seaver's pitch, 6-3. That's a blank. Brenly gets the swing, 4-3. That is a ground ball to third, taken care of easily by Fletcher, and he will throw to first for the out. Another 1-2-3 inning for the franchise, as he is shutting down this Giants team totally. And we do go to the bottom of the 8th inning with the White Sox still leading 2-0. Scott Fletcher leads off for the Chi Sox. Krukow will be tired after this pitcher, so they will let him pitch. And then we may see a new pitcher for the Giants against the lefties. Krukow's pitch, 2-6, strikeout chance, 9, gets Fletcher. And Fletcher will go down. And that's out number 1. Krukow is now tired as he's reached 29 batters. The Giants are going to remove him. There's a couple of lefties coming up. And the Giants need to keep it 2-0, so we'll see who the Giants want to bring in to pitch. Let's see who they want. Let's see. Who do you bring in here? Coming on to pitch for the Giants will be Mark Davis, 5-12, 7 saves, a 3.54 ERA. His job is simple, keep it 2-0. Mark Davis will pitch to Harold Baines here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Davis with the pitch, 2-2, possible error. Baines will swing, 3-5. That's a star line 3. It's a ground ball to first. Green's error rating's an 11. That is an 18. Green will make the play. He will toss it to Davis, who will cover the bag, and that is out number 2. Nice play there by Green. 2 men down, and now Greg Walker will bat. Davis with the pitch. That's a 5-6, and that is a possible home run question mark. Greg Walker's a lefty, a 1-10. That is a 7. That passes. Walker against the lefty is a 9. No adjustment. A 1-9. Greg Walker hits this out of here. No, he does not. It's a 13, so it becomes a blank. Walker does get to swing 1-1, and he just chops one to second base. And that ends the inning. Giants pitching did a good job today, too. They've only held the White Sox to 2 runs. They did the job. But at the end of 8, we go to the 9th. Still 2-0 in favor of the Pale Hose. Leading off for the Giants is Jose Uribe. He is a switch hitter. And I'm going to check the bench to see if there's anything we can do for the Giants to give them a little help here. Problem is the bench lineup is well, like he said, the Giants in 1985 had no offense, and that is the truth. The bench is garbage. Uribe, though, is at shortstop. Let's see, is there anything I want to do here? All right, so Jose Uribe is going to come out. Taking over at shortstop will be Ricky Adams, in case this game goes any further. But Ron Renicky is going to pinch hit. Remember, there's no fatigue, and the entire roster is available. But in the 9th inning, I can go by statistic. I can go by average and card power. But usually before that, I will go by at bats. Tom Seaver will pitch to Renicky. They'll let him pitch here. He is not tired yet, but the bullpen is ready to go for the White Sox. Seaver's pitch. That's a 6-1. That is a blank. He is not tired. Renicky swings 2-5. Starline 4. It grounds 1 to first. Out number 1. Renicky goes down. Next batter will be Dan Gladden. I'm going to check the bullpen here for the White Sox, see if I want to bring in anybody. Let's see here. Bob James was the White Sox closer. Seaver has one more pitch to go before he's tired. Let's see if Seaver can finish the game. 1 out. Tom Seaver will pitch to Gladden. See if he can end the game here. Pitch from Seaver. 3-6. That's a wild pitch, ball 1. Seaver again. 4-5 delivers. That's a strikeout chance. The 16 is too high. Gladden takes a swing. 2-3. That is a fly ball to left. That'll get taken care of by Law, and that is out number 2. 2 outs. The batter is Manny Trio. Going to the Giant bench to see if there's anybody I can bring in there better, but there really isn't. There really isn't anybody on this bench. Trio is what? He's the second baseman. Well, got to try to win the game. Trio's going to come out, and Mike Woodard will come on and pitch for the Giants. Will bat for the Giants. He batted .244. He'll also take over at second base in case this goes any further. They will let Seaver hit or pitch. He needs just 1 out for a complete game. Fans here at Comiskey on their feet. White Sox, 2-0 lead. The franchise trying to get it. Pitch from Seaver. He is tired now, though. 5-1. Possible error. Woodard 4-5. That is a single. That's a single one past Seaver. That could be an error. That's a 6, and it is an error. And Woodard is going to find himself on second base. It's a single pass. It's an infield single to Seaver. Seaver with error rating of 7. That is a 6. And that means on a hit, the runner takes an extra base. Woodard is on second. So that is a base hit and an error on the pitcher. First error on the White Sox. And now the tying run coming to the plate in Chili Davis. And unfortunately, that will do it for Seaver. He is going to be taken out. Davis does have ability to tie this game up. And the White Sox will bring in their closer, Bob James. So James is looking for a 1-out save with 2 outs. Woodard on second. Runner on second, time run at the plate. Chili Davis will go up against Bob James, trying to close the game out. What did you think? Did you think we'd have a 1-2-3 inning at RJL 518? Come on. Woodard on at second. Davis at plate. 2 outs. There is no strat roll, although there is a pickoff chance. A 3, nothing happening. Here's the pitch from James. It's a 5-3 against the switcher. It's a lefty, and that is a strikeout plus. Davis is 10. Against the righty becomes a 20, 23. That is a 20. Bob James swinging a miss, struck him out. That's your game. Wow. And he needed that plus. On a 5-3 against the lefty, and since Davis is a switcher and he's hitting from the left side against the righty, that's a strikeout plus 10. His range becomes a 20. He needed that in order to get the strikeout, even though Comiskey Park added 3. James strikes out Davis, and the White Sox shut out the G-Men 2-0. Stadium cheers. Yay! Give you guys a final line score here in a moment. For the Chicago White Sox, 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. For the San Francisco Giants, no runs, 6 hits and 1 error. Seaver, of course, gets the win. Mike Krukow takes a hard luck loss. I mean, he only lost 2-0. Seaver just pitched a little better. Bob James does get a save. And the player of the game, I'm going to give it to Seaver. He went 9 2/3 and didn't give up a hit and didn't give up any runs. Oh, but Bob James does come in and get the save because Seaver was tired, and you did not want any tired cells to come up on the card. A great game here for the White Sox. They will move on, and they will take on the winner of our next game tomorrow. Tomorrow, game number 3, the Cleveland Indians taking on the Cincinnati Reds. So for those of you who are Reds fans, as Brendan Baker and Philip Reynolds are, Cleveland will be at Riverfront to take on Cincinnati. That will be tomorrow's game on Inside Pitch 1 and Gone. And then, of course, you can join us tonight. We got more Reds action for you Reds fans. St. Louis Cardinals take on the Reds tonight on Payoff Pitch 85 after college football. So join me all for that. Brendan Baker, Steeler fan 1933 for Remain 90. Keith White, Philip Reynolds. Thank you all for joining me as usual. Always a pleasure to have my chat here. And we will see you guys later today. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. White Sox over the Giants 2-0. The Giants are 1 and gone. Take care, everyone. See, yep, Interleague in 1985. You know it, Steeler fan. You know it. The pitcher will bat. So, and I have a rule for that, depending on the pitcher. So yes, we have Interleague in 85. Yes, we do. After all, didn't we just have the Giants and the White Sox? Take care, everyone. See you guys later.